Let's take a look at the Gather Your Sphere and Work Your Sphere playbooks in BoldTrail. You can access playbooks from the main dashboard page and also by clicking More and then hovering to playbooks. So let's go into the Gather Your Sphere here and we'll click Open the Playbook, see what's happening. So the first thing that happens in the playbook is you have the ability to import your Sphere contacts. And when you get started using any CRM or database system like BoldTrail, a good idea to get your existing contacts into the system. So you can watch these two videos and get that process done. Probably the most important thing to do right now if you're just getting started and you haven't done so yet. Now, the next option here says capture social media sphere. This is kind of interesting. You can go ahead and copy links to specific market report squeeze pages and home valuation landing pages. So let's just say I wanted to create a quick market report squeeze link for this zip code. I go ahead and create it there, and then you'll see that I could go to the link and it automatically prompts me to register to see a market report for that area. So that's pretty cool. You can start to share that link around if you want to build one for your farm, for example. Next, we have the home valuation landing page, which we can go ahead and copy, and let's check that out in a new window. So we'll go here and open that up, and you'll notice you can share a What's Your Home Worth page that has a really good chance of converting. So if I pop my address in here and then I continue on, you'll see that you get the price estimates from a few different sources, and then there's additional options that create the unlocking of the report and collects you more contact info. So sharing the instantly generated home estimate option here under the Gather Sphere playbook is a great way to go to start generating some leads from your sphere quick. And you'll see here that you have the sharing buttons to use. You can post to Facebook very quickly and easily using these options. You'll also notice that you can create sphere groups around specific hashtags. So you can create hashtags for friends and family, coworkers, neighbors, and so on, and create your own hashtags so the system is set up for you to tag contacts as they come into these various groups. And then you can move specific contacts into those groups using the system. Next, probably a really big thing to configure here is the setup contacts and behavioral alerts. When I click on this, you'll see that you can set up some rules and messaging that goes out when prospects and your sphere take specific actions on your website. So right here, we can go ahead and say, yes, I want automatic notifications to go out for my sphere, my new leads, my prospects, but maybe I don't want them going out for my client the way it's configured right here. And then you'll see different logic is set up with the messaging. So if a lead revisits after 14 days, here is the email that goes out, and I have the ability to go ahead and change that email or change text that go out at these different behavioral trigger points. So go ahead and set those up as you work through the sphere. Next, you'll see that you can send messages for upcoming events. Really cool here. You can set it up so your prospects get texts and emails on their birth dates, and you can change the templates for those, or on the happy anniversary of their home purchase. So if you have your sphere in there, you know a lot of different homeowners, you know the date that they purchased with you, or you can look that up in the tax records. You can go ahead and enter those dates into the contact record and then have the templates go out on those specific dates for people in your sphere. Another great way that BoldTrail helps you automate the incubation of your past clients and your sphere. And then next, you'll see Work Your Sphere contacts. So you can go ahead and click Work Your Sphere, and this will transition you into that second playbook called Work Your Sphere. So we'll go ahead and we'll click Open Playbook, and you'll see here that Work Your Sphere works you through a number of different steps, such as filling in the gaps in the contacts details, capitalizing on specific opportunities, such as finding contacts that don't have drip campaigns, they don't have search alerts set up, they don't have market reports set up, so you'll find the people in your sphere who there's opportunities for you to do a little more with the system set up, a little more automation. You'll find the reach out to sphere contacts option here, where you can just go ahead and send some canned messages very quickly to the people who are in those different buckets so that you can reach out. You can also create life events lists. So you can walk through this tile and the system prompts you, who do you know that is recently married? Who do you know that recently had a baby? Who do you know that recently changed jobs? So this will jog your memory, and then you can add people to these various lists. And then finally, you'll see that you can use the dialer to dial your list. So you can dial the recently marrieds, the recently had a baby, and so on. Next, you'll see you have the stay top of mind option here, where you can schedule your monthly newsletter. So you can go ahead and create a monthly newsletter from this option right here. And then you have the post to social media again, where you can send out your home valuation landing page and your market report squeeze pages here from the Work Your Sphere playbook. Also notice that you will be able to see some stats. If you click up on playbook results, you'll see some stats and some opportunities right here. So if you click opportunities, detail gaps, people who don't have specific details. You can look at the life events, the dial list, the newsletter, everything we just went through can quickly be looked at in the playbook results section. And then you have your generated links in the quick sheet section. If you ever need to grab that home value landing page, for example, it's sitting right there for you. So playbooks are a great way to engage with the BoldTrail system. It's right here on your dashboard again, or under the More item. A great next action to take if you haven't done this already would be to work through the Gather Your Sphere and Work Your Sphere playbooks, and maybe set yourself a recurring task in your calendar to revisit these once every month or so, or even once every quarter, just so you keep your sphere active and engaged in the system. This has been a quick video about the Gather Your Sphere and Work Your Sphere playbooks in BoldTrail.